Good morning, guys. This video is going to be focused on KRX versus KT Game 1. So, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to watch this at like 1.5 speed, no stops. If I do stop, it'll most likely be for like a fight to break it down. But other than that, we're going to keep it rolling. There is some stuff that happens level 1, which I just completely missed. So, we need to go start from here. So, okay, I just said no stops, but I just want to explain quickly. So this is the one stop I'm going to do before going into it. If bot lane priority, like the brush is that strong, like important, you will see mids dip into bot to like help enhance it, right? And to like do pickoffs, because typically you will see the 2v2s like fist fight over control of the middle brush. So they pulled BDD to do that, and then Pantheon in return is covering his blue area in case like they reactively go towards it. And if you notice, the Nico was actually even heading towards that area in anticipation that that might be happening. In which case, it's on LazyField to not ever approach the way he did, because it seemed like they had suspicions, and they still fell for it. So naturally, because it's going to path in the bot, Willer must path in the bot. He could get invaded if the bot priority is that strong. They could cheat a recall. We'll have to see. It looks like LazyField is trying to instantly clean out the wave, but if he does this too much, it might... okay. See, like... this is what I'm talking about. We're gonna see if this like turns into anything bad, because like they were obviously gonna get level 2 advantage, right? And so they opt to... they are getting ran really hard. Wow. They basically paid the ghost to make that work. So yeah, I saw them going for the push and like trying to fight for the push, but I mean, like, if they're gonna be level 2 over you, they're gonna outfight you for sure. Something bad's gonna happen for sure, especially at this level. They're way too good at this level, right? And yeah, it happened. So now LazyField's in a bad spot. Nico had to cheat a base, and so they're actually able to find Cuz. Yuumi gets there in time. This guy goes for it all, but of course, if Sivir picks up any of these kills, it's like, oh, wow, nice flash. I mean, LazyField went for it all, but I mean, once again, keep in mind the position he was in, by the way. LazyField's wave was pushing into him, so he's dropping CS. Well, I guess, okay, in theory, KT's duo is dropping CS, right? But technically, LazyField is also still dropping CS in that moment, and he doesn't want to do that at all. Like, it actually is more fine for Sivir to drop a little bit compared to him. Well played! Holy shit! Wow! I guess they're just playing a little too brazen, and Ondel just got a really good play on them. Wow. Huh. I mean, the base and cheat into this was really well played. Like, honestly, Willer shouldn't overchase after this point, right? Like, he really should not go any further than this. And LazyField went, like, all in, right? Like, yeah, I mean, LazyField just went for it all. That was so well played. That was very well played. So BDD is going to enter the situation where he's just going to start pressing R just to get priority. I mean, this is what all Annies do. Wow. That's pretty bad. Perfect chase, being ahead. Not ideal. They have really good vision on bot side, but they didn't start the dragon because Annie has... well, Annie does have R again. Or maybe that's her Tibbers that's out currently. Oh, he's dead again. Oh, didn't die. Well played. For a start, I mean, the Zen is definitely picking up a bit. I mean, Willer's active, which is always ideal. The bot lane, still going to be a little behind. But, yeah, that 2v2 is just... it really fixed the bad stuff happening overall. Jungle's going to clear down. He has full camps. As in, like, maybe if he full clears down, he'll get his item even, because he has 2 kills already. And he would pretty much play off that. For Pantheon, you know he's gonna the Zen's gonna be stronger. So ideally, you're probably almost fishing on mid, I guess, because you don't really need to help the Jace unless the Scion's inting. They do have TPs. Maybe the Jace can burn the Scion TP, and then you can make a play up there when Scion has no TP, and it's really good. Dude, ideally, I would... Wow. He's actually just dead. Okay. Can I rewind? I said I wasn't gonna rewind. I'm not gonna rewind. I really want to just, like, back check how that went down fully. Because he's going through the river, and he just walked through the try, and he just dies. I mean, the wave wasn't even exactly set for him to do it. I don't know. That was pretty weird. He's dead. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of awkward because the Pantheon's going to Krugs. And so, like, are you playing for Grubs or not? And if you're not, then Annie needs to be more respectful for what she's doing. Also, Panthar top, really don't care for it. Like I said, if the guy has TP, and even if you kill him, it doesn't really matter so much. So, now he's trying to find, like, a piece of the Grubs, but it's like, I don't think you're gonna get this, are you? No. And the crab spawns too, which is like even better. But it does look like Yucal didn't base, so Yucal's gonna have to base TP. So he's gonna go down TP over the Annie, unless they just miraculously kill him again, which, yeah, it's warded, so not gonna happen. The Nico is around mid, but she does show herself, so she's just clearing vision. Man, that Panthar sucked. Shit. That was pretty bad. So, like, now, look, the Scion has no TP. So, at this point, if he did save it, he actually could have made a play on top, and it would have been really good. Meanwhile, in bot lane, these guys are kind of just, like, getting ran, and it's not like in spite of, like, them getting the 2v2, it is true that they will get shoved in consistently. And, of course, the one death by Nico did bury them a little bit, and, of course, the Yuumi being able to pick up her item, Elias, it's like you're just... The Sivir heals way too much. You're not going to get enough poke damage. It just looks pretty rough overall. It looks pretty rough. And so it looks like they're just trying to fish on the no flash Annie over and over. But like the Nico can't be involved because they're always shoving bot. The Nico just can't move. So the Panther's in 5. The Jace is going to... Oh, I was going to say the Jace should hold the wave top and create a situation. And that would be pretty good for them. He doesn't. He bases to go into bot side because the crab's coming up. Meanwhile, on mid, BDD is getting played on, and they actually do manage to find a Nico play. I feel like both Panthers have been kind of whatever, man. And they put no pressure on mid as KT despite playing Annie. So if you're just playing Annie into Aurora as is, even, kind of sucks. Got his flash for the Aurora TP. I think that's worth it. It's definitely worth it. And so the Scion now escaped another phase where he's not played on by the Panth, which feels great. They aren't progressing plates, but they are getting a lot of CS as the dual lane, which is, like, I guess, a positive for KT, right? And it looks like their main win con is drag stacking. I guess you just play for drag stacks at this point for how they're going about it. But they had like decent vision. Pantheon doesn't go through the bot river, so he doesn't take the pink, and he decides to full clear up to do what? To buy. He's gonna buy, right? So he's gonna buy, but KRX has already established themselves, so they're now clearing KT's vision, and they're actually even stripping the dragon, which is he doesn't have Phantar. I guess he can't contest it, so they just gave up the dragon straight up. They didn't even get mid push, so it's not like the Annie can just cheat over and help the Pantheon in this situation. So the Pantheon is just like kind of taking a camp away, and that's it. Sion has TP. The Rora's here. Ooh, she has him. Oh, yeah, she has him. Huh. Okay, I am going to rewind this one. I just want to see what's happening bot side. He's just low on mana. He needs to find a base. Okay, we go back. It looks like the Ezreal just didn't find a base for himself during the time in bot. Which, in return, you know, once he loses mana and they keep shoving, he's kind of screwed. KRX is not doing bad. I do feel like, again, part of it is because Cuz is just like lost on what the hell he should do in this game. Because his top side and his bot side are both like performing, right? Like they're both taking care of like their lane matchups. Really? And he needs to insta base then. This is weird. What? But I don't really understand. So he didn't. So he still bases. Okay. So he thought he was being played on, so he TP'd away. So they go down a TP. Annie has to base and go top, but they give Annie the extra wave so she doesn't drop a wave. Which I guess is really nice of them, right? So Annie doesn't drop a wave. She has to shove out top. They don't really have good vision, but Ezreal's showing, this guy's showing, this guy's, like everyone's showing, so Annie can push another wave. The turret is dead. Yeah, so the turret's dead. Oh, wow. And so Aiming was trying to overflex, and they never recovered the vision on the right side, which led to him getting played on. Because actually he's showing, but the Nico's literally showing. So he just died for no reason. The Nico was literally showing on that ward the entire time. So he's flexing into him, trying to bait a fight, and then he just kind of fails like the check, and he just dies. Great. Good job, aiming. And they also don't have drag stacks, so the main benefit they have going for them is that they have Sivir for late game. That's the main benefit they have. And Yuumi. I mean, they are very, very strong carries. Like, they're going to be hard to kill in this game. If I'm KRX, for sure, I mean, we're not playing through mid. We're playing through side pretty exclusively. But it looks like AT are, again, not even set up to contest this, so they're just giving another Drake over, which is technically fine. But what I don't like is that, so you have Pantheon who's like kind of taking his cancel, also covering bot side. But there's no return plays happening on top side. There's no pressure or getting sums while drag is being taken over, so you kind of just gave it away for nothing. They do need to get a few sums, at the very least. I mean, anytime they do bait out the Nico flash ulti, that's always a big CD, right? Like, because like that's kind of like the main driving force for KRX. Like, these guys are showing 4 on mid. Annie's not there yet. You don't even want to match Annie into them on mid because she wants to get the top wave first. So she's getting the top wave solo. But then if she's topside, you feel awkward approaching mid because Aurora hasn't shown yet. So you're just kind of progressively letting waves fall into you. Then at this rate, the Pantheon feels awkward on contesting on the Scion, but technically you could if they're going to pressure you this way. And killing the Scion does have benefit, but it looks like he's actually steadily overtaking a little bit. So he's progressing his side. Are KT going to lose this game? Because the next drag is in 240. He got out. They did finally make their first play. It was a 4-man play inside with Panthar. And interesting enough, KRX is going through mid more often. But I think that's mostly because they went through side with Aurora. So Aurora feels like safe, that she can play in between the two areas. Okay, this one I'm gonna rewind. Also, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit more. So, like, when they were looking at this, Xin is going through mid, right? Like I said, I do feel like they should be going through side more often because the Sivir is always just gonna clear the mid wave, right? They also have a pink, and I know if Sivir is not touching this wave now, something's up, right? Like, something's very clearly up. And they even ping that Sivir might be going upwards, or like someone's like not showing, right? So why is Zen going through mid anyways? If this was the case, then Yukao is trying to bait a situation. He's saying, I'm like safe enough to do this. BDD gets on top of him, and I mean, I'm just surprised he got out. I'm just so surprised he got out. I'm surprised he got out. And so for Scion, he does need to answer bot, technically, because Jace could keep going. So I'm like, I wonder if he should just go mid as Scion here. But no, he should probably go bot still. Which in return means that, yeah, Jace is going to overtake mid. So that's the lead up to that. And then KRX says, let's contest their top jungle. Aurora has TP but no R. But Annie has no R. Sivir has no R. So they're down a lot of key ultis. But Jace is showing. So like they're almost like baiting a situation, and they're gonna pull both TPs to make this work. And aiming is like, he sees aiming and he just goes for it. I think this is the only reason why they did this, because they saw aiming. But aiming has Flash Ghost. So once this happens, yeah, he's going to instantly flash. And then Nico does expend her flash finally. She gets 2. Ezreal goes in. Jace is on top of him. He's getting murdered by Jace. And he dies. Okay, so like, I mean, like, the Ezreal just kills himself. I don't know why he went more forward, by the way. He probably has to flash away and just play by the wall here. And then flash down. And if that's how it goes, I mean, the Yumi's just gonna back up. It doesn't, I mean, they got sums, I guess. Is it worth it just to get the sums and just try for it? I guess. A little ballsy, don't get me wrong. It's a little ballsy. I mean, I do think losing the Nico Flash R is not my favorite, if it's not going to lead to anything. So he just dies. And then BDD walks in and gets insta-gibbed by Aurora. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. And the Scion then catches the Yumi. Now I'm going to continue from here. So that's how it happens. So BDD never had to go back in. I think if BDD never goes back in, and they just accepted that's how the play went down, they would have gone both TPs. Maybe no one dies. If just one person's died, it's not even that bad. And Annie has TP over them, so they have to really make that work. So Annie will deploy in the top from base. Oh, they extended the fight too long. But someone they did get a kill. I guess it's because Yumi's dead, right? And Yumi's so slow. Because if I'm looking at this, like, I know I'm up TP as KT. So there's not, like, a whole lot of benefit to contest it this way, especially because Sivir has to walk all the way around. And now you lose your mid's TP, which was your main advantage for what happened in topside. And so it seems like KRX are just really down to constantly press KT and try to bait KT into fighting them. Because in the end of the day, it is true that KRX will get outscaled for how this game goes. They will get outscaled. They will not be able to kill the Sivir. And if they can't kill the Sivir later, it's GG. And so on KT's side, they just have to have more discipline to realize, like, wow, like, what's good after a certain point, right? Like, where's the line to, like, this is good enough? Oh my god. Oh man, the Sivir's doing so much damage. Alright, and that's probably the game right there. But, like, so, look at this situation here. So, we start from here. They're not touching top wave. They're like, okay, we can't give, like, a third dragon in a row, right? Can't give a third dragon in a row. So we have 3 people on mid, or technically 4 people on mid, and the Pantheon's coming. The Aurora pushes out bot, so they're gonna have a lean on bot, which means that they're okay sacking the mid wave. Like, you don't need to take the mid wave over KT. Lazy Field takes some extra damage, probably shouldn't happen. Pantheon's now like, okay, I want to walk in. Like, we have everyone here, like, let's just go. I will say that on Aiming's side, he can never walk in. Like, it's probably not an option for him to ever just walk in with no flash with the Scion behind him. But they know that they have 2 people here and an X amount of people here. And they're 5. So if they go in quickly, technically it is a 5v3. Technically. So Cuz starts it off. Now, again, like I said, Aiming cannot enter into this zone. It's just not a thing. Where's the Annie? Oh, Annie's right on top of Amy, too. So this guy goes in, and now we have a fair trade, right? It's like a fair trade of, like, oh, he's like 1v3, and this guy is 1v3 with, like, a 1-off here and a 1-off here, right? So currently, we're all on a standoff of, like, 1v3s. Naturally, the Pantheon does not lift it. So what happens if the Scion just retreats back at this point? Because all they're going to do is they're just going to have Ezra try to poke, and that's it. The Sivir oh, he got baited. Oh my god, he got baited. Oh, shit. He got fucking baited. So their HP is pretty low. Like, everyone should just be trying to run with, like I said, with some poke. The Nico can stand off to the side, the Ezra can stand off to the side, and that's all you're doing. But they took the bait. And no one can do anything. I mean, Aurora ulti was not even up yet. So now that they die like this, not only did they lose the dragon, so now, like, their soul's delayed, which is pretty awful. And, like, they know the bases are offset, so this is why you see them trying to burn Baron. They're like, okay. Maybe this is, like, our main advantage, because KT decided to do drag versus insta-basing. At the same time, it looks like they didn't have the deeps to do it, so Cuz is starting the fight off. He's drawing, again, we have another 1v3, but it's a 1v3 with the Scion, which is not what KRX wants. Like, this is where like, Aiming is in a far superior position. Nico's already zoned off. BDD's doing a good job of making sure Nico does not approach this fight, which now leaves, where's Aurora? Aurora's behind. I don't know if he has the space to do it. Ooh, they just isolated perfect, though. I feel like Aiming could have more balls in this situation. Like, what happens if Aiming presses ulti and just starts like trying to murder them right now? Because in their current state, these two are enough to handle this, and Perfect could go zone this guy, he zones this guy, and they won. It's a winning position. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think Willer and these three are enough to deal with them. And the Jace will murder the Aurora. And BDD will definitely shove this guy out. So, I think it's a failure on KT's part, or on Aiming's part, to know what he can do. And since he didn't take it, it leaves Perfect isolated, so he just dies. So they just go down someone for no reason. And this is why, like, you have to be very careful on the space you're trying to create, like, not create, but like the space you need to take. So now we have the flash play, but it's like they go for the flash play, but he obviously has spell shield. You know, it's only until the Sivir starts hitting you, that's when you go. So I think Ondel went too fast. I think he went too fast. I think he should have waited. Yeah, I think he should have waited. Low key. Yeah, he should have. And they should also wait for the point where Willer has Q3 set up. Because they need to one-shot the Sivir. She has full sums. Like, it's very spooky. So, like, you have to find a way to pull them in more. They don't. They get baited again by overextending. Luckily enough, UCal does enough damage. No way, he doesn't. I knew it. I knew he didn't have it. I knew he didn't have it. But... man, he should have taken it. That was definitely Amy's space to take. He just didn't trust his teammates. Diablo would have taken it. Diablo would have ran those guys, to be honest. It's rough. Danny's pretty weak. Danny's not very strong. That's for sure. The Yumi's very strong, very scary. Nico actually built so many components just to survive. That's very funny. But she ended up not going Zonia, so like she's pretty like dead in the water. Wow, that really sucks. UCal is like a really big component towards them ever trying to kill this one guy, and he doesn't have Sweeper, he has Blue Trinket. So he's just sitting on the ward and he doesn't know. And so it's a pretty shit way of dying. I mean, BDD read it, he just went for it, he knew this guy had no flash, so he just full sent it. And it looks like KRX are gonna lose just because he was just sitting on a ward. Which really sucks because it's like there's moments where like they shouldn't. I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if they really should press here per se. But it's at the same time, they kind of have to test the grounds enough to pray that KT bites, because if they never go for it, or try to draw attention, then KT will just win. Because then, like, KT never feels pressured to go in. So, yeah, I'll definitely give credit to them, for sure. KRX. So we'll slow this down. So right now, they don't have vision of these guys sitting in the bushes here, which makes playing on them pretty hard. Now, they do have Nikowar, which is bad. BDD is covering one area, and then I'm sure they'll have someone cover this one, right? Like, they'll have someone here, and then they can test, right? Like, this is kind of how they go. Jace is covering the Scion right now. That's their... I mean, Xin is a pseudo-tank, but that is their main distractor. Who do I value more? Xin, Aurora, Ezreal, Nika, or Pantheon, Annie, Sivir, Yumi? I wonder if actually keeping the Jace at bay is better for KRX. Because the Jace will one-shot certain carries, which is like quite a lot of threat. And the Scion is not the most useful for face tanking the Sivir. So maybe this is actually a better setup for them. So they go for the play. It doesn't work naturally as the guy has Spell Shield, but it does give them the drag. Now they just have to make sure they don't get ran out. Ah, fuck. So they go forward, which they have to do, which helps them kill Annie. Oh! Oh my god, the Ricochet, you're fucking kidding me. Yo, well played to fucking KRX, though. Because they know they're in a shit spot now. They know it, for sure. Willer has to go in. So he instantly engages. Pantheon flashes. This guy flashes. Maybe you could say Aurora's not supposed to R. Like, maybe it would have been better if Aurora just went in and just threw a Q out and saved her R. But whatever the case is, BDD gets close up into Willer. I don't think he even got the stun. Did he? I think he missed. Unless he has, like... Because he doesn't have, like, QSS, does he? No. So he missed. Holy shit. So BDD... Wait, unless BDD... I can't really tell if BDD started with W or not, or if he just, like, raw dogged the R, which he can do. He can just use the R. But I think he missed. So he missed, so Willer lives. And then naturally, like, the Sivir's like the scariest thing. And so they're using, like, the Tibbers is, by the way, so fucking obnoxious, because Tibbers is base tanking the Ezreal Qs. So Amy's taking no damage. This is spooky as shit, obviously. But they have exhaust, right? So he exhausts Willer, which... Technically, obviously, it probably is better if he... I don't know if it's in range, but exhausting Lazy Feel instead. And look how close this is. Now, the question is, can Yukao come back in? Like, once this happens, can Yukao go back forward? Not really. And he had GA. Dude, that's fucking crazy. How did the Ricochet get him? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. I can't believe it, bro. He's out. No, he's not out. He's not out. Oh, he is out. Wow. The Scion got absolutely shredded and deleted by Sivir. He was extremely useless. Yeah, so for sure, Scion distracting the Jace is better. Because at first I'm like, it's kind of like their main like distractor, but also when you're playing against Sivir, you know, maybe if you're playing against Jinx or something, it can actually be worthwhile for the Scion to be there. But because it's Sivir, all the damage just moves past them, right? So it becomes kind of flatlined. Dude, the Nico ulti was not worth it. He needs to wait for them to get in closer. Then they need to throw Aurora R, and then Nico can go in. But so far, outside of like one or two, like there was like a couple good plays by Andal, but some of these later situations, his value is pretty low. Lazyfield's having a pretty good time though. Isn't Lazyfield the Isn't Lazy dude, Lazyfield sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to check it after this. I mean, this is terrible. I mean, like, even I can say this just looks terrible because it looks like they're front to backing. If you're ever in a situation where they're front to backing, they're gonna lose 100%. They will lose every single time. I love how much armor Zin has built. That's how little threat they feel like the Annie has. Oh, did I mute this? I did. Now they're done. But the inhibs crushed. Like, I mean, they could just play on the waves and just steadily move in, and it's just gonna feel like shit. Not much they can do. So it's gonna be a GG for KT, but it was a really hard-earned fight or win. And yeah, in the end of the day, a lot of it just came down to them winning because of Sivir Yumi. Like, literally, they won because of Sivir Yumi. Yeah, I mean, this guy has Frozen Heart. Like, this is such a useless item. Oh my god, it's so useless. Yeah, I mean, it sucks because you look at the Sivir and it's like sometimes they get her low, but the healing comes in by Yumi and it's just kind of like, oh. Okay, so that's the end of that. For me, by MVP, so you could say it's aiming. I mean, he's 16-2, the main character, right? I mean, Yumi's attached to him. I think Effort did play well. But also there's moments that this guy didn't play the best, to be honest. I'm going to split this up. Because in one hand, you can say it's aiming. He is the core carry. But at the same other time, I think Willer had a really good game. This guy was, like, shit. Like, I think the choices he decided on for fights and creating moments, even how he played them out when he needed to turn, I think they were pretty damn good. All said. I think the worst player of the games, I think Cuz is definitely in there, and then I also think it's the Nico. Like, yes, Rich also. I mean, Rich was not great either, though. But part of me is like thinking to myself, Rich had a good laning phase. I mean, it's not like he got like destroyed or anything like that. And like he was kind of doing his job, and yeah, he did have to play in the Sivir a few times, which was kind of bad. But I'm not actually 100% sure. You could say it's Rich. I do think Ano might be in this a little bit too, only because I just think he made some pretty weird decisions. Like, in some of these fights, I think he made some pretty bad decisions that really screwed them over. That, like, it was not really Rich's fault. Like, Rich is just playing Sion into, like, these champions. It's not, like, the most fun champion, right? So I think this is more or less, like, probably the guy. Yeah, Cuz did not have a good game. Willer had a very good game, and Aiming was fine. I think Lazyfield also was pretty good. You know, his scoreline doesn't reflect it, but, like, he was pretty damn good. And if I look at... Actually, I'd rather do this. Is he the... Oh, he is the Vietnamese player. Hold on. Because I just watched him... Yeah, he started in LCK CL this year. Because I was watching him a bit, and I was like, hey, he's not too bad, man. And he has like really good like stat lines in terms of CS per minute and performing. And I didn't realize he actually got bumped up to LCK because obviously like they're on a weaker team. So typically like when like people don't really watch like the weaker teams, but he was pretty good actually. Well played. That's actually really cool to see. a non-Korean doing so well. I mean, like, obviously, maybe he was born in Vietnam and he moved to Korea, and it's like he can speak Korean and all of that. But like, I don't know if that's the case for him. But he had a good series, good game. It was actually a fun game to watch. It was more enjoyable than the review I did on Vitality and Giant Axe for sure.